Alright, since the last video on the 350, decided to buy a Eagle 383 stroker rotating kit. Comes with the balancer, flex plate, pistons, rings, bearings, all that. So a complete kit. And I ordered the kit with flat top 2 valve relief pistons. So the compression will be around 10-7-1 with the 64cc heads that I'm running. It's got forged I-beam rods with ARP bolts, Hastings rings, King main and rod bearings. The reason I did that is because the crank that was in here is turned 1020 already, and it's cheaper just to buy the kit already balanced and everything. So all I got to do is set the crank in, put a piston and rod together, and then rotate it and mark where I need the clearance. Usually it's along in here. The fully balanced kit costs around $750. So once I go ahead and start clearancing the block and assembling, I'll make a couple more videos. Alright, I labeled the mains. I'm going to go ahead and take them off, set a couple bearings in, and set the crank in, put the caps on hand tight, put a rod and piston in and rotate it and see where I have to clearance. Alright, I got the main caps off. Now I'm going to set a couple bearings in and set the crank in. I got the main bearings in. I'm going to put a little bit of oil on them and set the crank in. Alright, I got the crank set in there with 2 main caps on. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the piston and rod in and then check clearances. Almost finished putting the rods and pistons together. The bush part on the rod was too tight, so I bought a little brake cone, and then I got some honing oil, made a couple passes through there until it fits perfect. So that's the last one. Then I'm going to go ahead and start marking where it needs to be clearance. Right, I got 2 of the pistons in there, the main caps on, just hand tight. You can see where it comes real close on number 1, the rod bolt right there. I'm gonna have to clearance that one, but this clears pretty good. Number 2's actually pretty good. Clears all the way down there. So I gotta worry about that. So the first thing I'm gonna clearance is right here where the factory notch is already at. You can see on bottom of cylinder 3, the bolt's actually hitting. I have to grind way more on that one than any of the others. Alright, I'm down to the last 2 cylinders and it clears, but I think I'm just going to clean it up so there's a little more clearance. Just polish that where it's at right there, and then same on this side. It comes not too bad. It's probably the best spot right there. So yeah, the only thing I have to do is clearance the little factory notches on most, and it'll be good. After I do that, I'll start assembling it. Alright, I assembled the short block, got everything torqued. Now I just gotta finish cleaning up my heads, go and put those on, and then paint the block.